Welcome back. Join us for breakfast.
Welcome back to another Grape Soda Travels. If you're new to the channel, I'm Neil, this is Naomi, and we're currently touring the Outer Hebrides in our lovely new campervan Teddy. This video sees us on another ferry as we travel from North Uist over to Harris, and from there we make the long drive all the way up north to the butt of Lewis. Last time we left you on our campsite in North Uist, surrounded by a farm and a lot of cows. So did we get a good night's sleep? Morning. So it turns out it's actually really quiet despite being near the farm.
I thought we would be woken sort of early-ish with feeding of animals and tractors moving around.
No.
Didn't hear a dicky bird.
What do you think of the site?
It's very nice. It's very quiet. It's very quiet.
I think the facilities are probably the best we've had so far.
Yes. I mean, they're all being clean and tidy, but these are particularly smart, aren't they? Nice little touch. Don't know if this happens in the gents, but in the ladies, there's a vase of carnations, real carnations, not silk ones. You just think, oh, that's a little touch that you didn't need to do. That's a kindness. Yeah.
In the gents, we've got a scale-electric.
Have you?
No.
That would be a heck of a touch. Wow.
Breakfast demolished.
We should probably walk it off a little bit.
Yes. Our ferry later has been moved, hasn't it?
Yes, it was going to be 1:30. Now it's 4 o'clock.
So we've got a bit more time to take it easy and explore today.
Oh!
So we've come to see the sea.
Oh! Isn't that smashing? Oh, what a lovely beach.
And our campsite
It's there!
is just
You
here.
can even see Teddy. Oh, how lovely.
I've got rain forecast later,
Yeah,
and you might see some in the distance there. We'll be dodging clouds, I think, today.
I think so, yes. They say rain around about 1 or 2.
Yes, although it might actually be a little bit sooner than that.
And we're the only people here. I keep saying it. But where is everyone? Oh, this is fabulous.
And then the rain came.
It's Matt, it's slightly sleepy.
Turned out nice again.
Lovely.
A few minutes later before we were even back to the site. Blue sky again. Welcome to Scotland. Wastewater dumped.
Yep.
Cassette emptied.
Lovely.
Ready to go?
Next step.
Bye cows.
Hi, cows.
So we drove past this yesterday and we couldn't park. But we could today.
So we're out here, this is Scolpaig Loch, and there on the little rise is a Scolpaig Tower, which looks super old. It's not. It's a folly that was built to cheer someone up in the 1830s. But just in front of it, you can just about see some tumble down crofts that used to be traditional black houses. But we think, I'm going to do checking, if we look right out on the horizon across the sea, we can just see the island of St Kilda, which is on our bucket list, but it's a very long journey to get there. We are heading back to Berneray, where we went yesterday and saw the seals. That's where our ferry is heading from. We've got a while yet before our ferry turns up, but there's still a couple of places on Berneray Island that I hope to go and find. Roadblock. Hope you can hear me. It's pretty breezy, but it's worth it. I've come all the way down to the southernmost point of Berneray to see this monument to Angus Macaskill. He grew to be 7'9", and he was born here. And we'd already heard about him a long time ago, before YouTube was a thing for us. We visited Skye, and there's a museum all about his life. But look at where he's remembered. Wonderful. And 30 seconds away from where I've just shown you, I wanted to show you this beach. It's called Queen's Beach. And the reason why it's called Queen's Beach is that back in the day, the royal yacht Britannia would come up here with the royal family. It would moor in this bay, and the royal family and the children would play on this beach. Look at the turquoise of the sea. We stopped for a spot of lunch.
Yes, we've refuelled. With a lovely view of the sea and some seals.
Lovely.
The seals we saw yesterday, or last week, if you, from your point of view.
I was just saying, seals are funny. I've described them as the cats of the ocean, because they just seem to spend a lot of time just hanging around and sleeping. Anyway, that's the way my brain works. Back to Neil.
Yep, the rain's coming in again, and the grey clouds are getting more frequent. We're just going to pop round the corner and see if we can check out one of the other beaches.
Yeah. We've come down to East Beach, and we've arrived just in time for it to rain.
On trying to bump them and effectively get Cambridge to
Here we are in the middle of nearly nowhere, and I'm watching the Oxford and Cambridge boat race on my phone. Come on, Cambridge.
The rain's gone, so we're going to try and have a walk down to the beach. If we can find our way down.
Are we stuck on a sand dune?
Aha.
Ah, this looks promising.
If we look out into the distance, you can see the faint hills of Harris, which is where we're going next.
Right, yeah, let's go find a ferry, shall we?
Hiya, afternoon. There you go. Oh, that's a steep one.
Oh, that's a bit terrifying. Yikes.
Behave yourself, Teddy.
Including light drafts and light buoys, all of which can be manually launched or will float to you automatically with the command. If instructed, a crew member will issue you with a life jacket and provide assistance as required. Place the life jacket over your head, pass the straps around your waist.
It's nice and calm.
Keep looking for dolphins.
Yeah, you keep scanning the waterline, don't you? Hot. It's very hot.
That's good, isn't it?
Yes, I know, but it's very hot. Oh.
After about an hour on the ferry, we found ourselves arriving in Leverburgh on the Isle of Harris.
Good work. Big old queue. All traffic must go left. Fair dues.
Follow A859 Oak Road for 55 miles.
Welcome to Harris, lovely.
Made it.
We did. And I think we've made it before the rain arrives as well, so let's see how far we can get. First view of the famous Luscantire beach, just over the other side of the water. But that's not yet, that's for another day. So we're not stopping in Tarbert today. We will be back there. That'll be one of the last places we see. You'll have to hang around for that one. So Stornoway, looking forward to having a look in Stornoway. However, that is also not for today because we are still driving north. Oh my goodness. Gosh, it really is lighting up the little village.
The village
Oh,
at the end of the
that's
rainbow.
lovely. Oh. Nearly there. Don't know how to get... Oh, hello, what does this say?
So we've arrived.
We've arrived.
We're just going to get set up
Oh, my goodness.
and then we'll tell you where we are. But first I need to get some water.
Yes, please.
And I need to speak to this gentleman here, the water tiger.
I don't know what's happening. Have we gone mad?
Mr. Tiger, can we have some water, please?
Right.
And relax.
Yeah. It's been a long day,
It has.
but a good one.
But we're here. But we thought we'd show you where here is. Because we're right up in the butt of Lewis.
You are. Absolutely.
This is the furthest north we've ever been.
Yes, let's show you where we are.
And why. So here's Harris and Lewis.
So we came in on the ferry from Berneray. It came in here at Leverburgh. And then we drove all the way up here past Tarbert. All the way up here, still going. Still going. Past Stornoway. All the way up here. And then when we just thought we'd run out of land, we went a little bit further. And we're just there. Oh my.
And the reason for the crazy drive is eventually, in 6 days' time, We have to be down back in Tarbert to get the ferry over to Skye.
Yeah.
So we thought, why not start right at the top and just work our way back down? So that's what we're going to do.
Yes. We are on Uncle's Croft campsite.
We are.
It's very quiet. We thought the other sites were quiet. This is quiet.
And you've already met the tiger.
I don't understand. But anyhow, we've met the owners and they're absolutely delightful. Really, really lovely. And interestingly, they have a bar. So we may be investigating that at some point.
We'll explore. I think tonight we're just going to flop out.
I'm too tired for a bar.
And get ready to explore in the morning. We'll see you then.
Good night.
Morning. We're just going to have a bath.
No dive bombing, no heavy petting, no acrobatics, no ducking, no running, no smoking, and no swimming in a dive area. Nice. It's one of those sort of places. Quite like it.
As you can probably see, it's a bit too cold for an outside bath today. After a lot of driving yesterday, we decided to head out on foot this morning.
Yeah, I think a stretch of the legs might be in order. And do it now before the rain comes.
Yes, you will see we are in full wet weather gear, just in case. Where are we heading?
As far north as we can possibly get to.
So we're heading in search of a lighthouse. And the guy at the campsite said if we walk down here, we should find the path to the lighthouse.
There is a massive rabbit though.
There is a massive rabbit. And a horse. Massive rabbit. And a horse. And if you thought the rabbit and the horse were bonkers, well, that was just the tip of the iceberg. It's a heavy night. Especially because their legs are over there.
This place is bonkers.
If you could just explain all this to me, that would be brilliant. No,
I
okay.
I don't mind it.
Someone saw you put your coat on because the sun's come out.
That's fine, I don't mind.
You might get some dramatic cliffs when we get to the sea.
I think there's going to be a few oh goshes and oh my's.
Yeah. Do you need any cash?
I'm all right, Tar.
Oh, come back tomorrow, it's free cash.
What is happening? We were just wondering if this field was a peat field. Just the lines of almost like corrugation. I wonder if this has been where they have been cutting peat.
Oh, it's a nice view here.
Oh, wowie. Oh my gosh. Wow. Oh, that's lovely.
So we've reached the north of the Hebrides.
We are. You can't go any further than this. Wow. I wonder what the next thing is north from here.
We're at the beginning of the Hebridean Way.
Or the end, depending on your point of view.
Decided to walk back via the road.
Yes, slightly less challenging maybe.
It was a bit squishy the way we came.
Do you think somebody used this in the 80s from which to sell their shellfish?
Must have done.
Oh, it looks pretty intact inside. A couple of barrels, tank off the bottom of a car, a welly, and a bumper. So if you need any of those things, you know where to come.
Look at that view though.
This is Port Stoth, and this would have been a very, very busy place in the first half of the 1800s, because this is where all of the construction material was brought in by boat to build the lighthouse. And just there, that's where the crane used to be to take things off the boats and then bring them here, because it was easier to do it this way than to bring them by road all the way out to the butt of Lewis. And that brick building was the storage building. Wow.
Back on the campsite. Another day's adventure comes to an end.
It's been a lovely day. It's been breezy. We've had rain, but we've not got soaked. It's all good.
No. So we're just getting rid of the rubbish and finishing the day, well, in the best place we could think of. Have you got space for two, please?
There's wine, there's Pepsi, there's beer.
I think you should have a Pepsi.
But obviously we'll have to have something with it.
Oh, I see.
Hello, Captain Modern. Brilliant.
Excellent.
It is. This is the funniest campsite. I like it.
It's probably not for everyone. The quirkiness we love, and there's no toilets or showers, so you have to be self-contained when you're on site.
There's also no Elson.
Yeah, but you have got electricity.
Yes.
But we've really enjoyed it.
I know, it's so quiet. So quiet. And we knew what we were coming to, so we were ready.
Yep.
So we were well stocked up, had everything we needed, empty cassettes and all that kind of stuff, and we were ready for this.
Exploring up here, right in the north of Lewis. Perfect location.
This is the furthest north campsite there is.
I think it is, isn't it?
Yeah, you can't get further north than this. Amazing. And the people who run it are delightful.
Yes. So we're going to enjoy our drinks. I think we might call it a day. Thanks for coming along as ever. Hope you're enjoying our tour of the Outer Hebrides. If you are, yes, give us a thumbs up, leave us a comment, ask us a question, subscribe, ding the bell, do all that stuff. It does help us out, really helps us grow the channel. Very much appreciated.
Yes, and don't forget, there's always something cheeky in the description. Go and have a look.
So next time, we'll be exploring a bit more of Lewis. Come and join us.
Ta-ta for now.